We're very excited to talk about the subject that we've gathered here to talk about, artificial intelligence. You're hosting a summit. What do you think about AI as a policymaker and as an individual? Are you wary about what's coming? Are you excited? Do you think it's a threat? Do you think it's a gift to humankind? What are your views?
Thank you for being here, and thank you to both of you for giving me the opportunity to talk about AI. We are living through an absolute technological and scientific revolution, and it's almost unprecedented. So this is an opportunity for humanity. And this is something that I personally am following with a lot of interest. I'm convinced that it's a new era for progress, and that France and Europe and its partners like India need to seize these opportunities because they will allow us to live better, to learn better, to work better, to heal better. And I think that it's up to us to make sure that it serves humanity. So, before we talk about that, let's talk about positive things. Yes, indeed, because AI is already here. It's here in medicine, for instance, with research, with acceleration of research that's exponential. For instance, the early detection of cancer. That is a reality today in France, isn't it? Yes, it is in France and in the world. There's a bit of a race in that field. I see pictures here that you're showing, and a few days ago I was at the Institut Gustave Roussy Cancer Center. It is one of the best centers in Europe, the 4th in the world, and we hope to become first thanks to our investments. And our researchers are cutting edge. We have collected a great deal of data, and thanks to AI, we can do prevention and preventive diagnostics as well. And I see this picture you're showing, which was shown to me just 2 days ago as well. Using MRI images, sometimes it took a lot of time to identify cancerous cells. And thanks to AI, because we're putting together so much data, because we have computing power, we can see things much more quickly. So for instance, a tumor, you can detect it more quickly, and you can more specifically target areas for radiotherapy. And so there's a lot to do in the field. You know, there's also the digital twin that I was told about. With all the data that you collect, you can create a digital twin. And don't worry, everything is being done responsibly by science. And the idea is to test whether a treatment will work or not. And you test it on your twin. So you see it on the left and on the right. You see how the AI is identifying the area that needs to be treated using radiotherapy. So this is progress, a concrete progress, and thanks to AI, in medicine, we can prevent better, we can detect things much better, instead of having to do a biopsy or blood tests, and you had to do a biopsy several weeks after a blood test. Now we can be much more precise.
Right. In fact, we have on the sets Oscar, who is using Wondercraft, piloting it with the help of artificial intelligence, and we would like you to tell our viewers about that as well. How does that work?
Wow. Alors ça, c'est une entreprise française.
This is a French company.
Ça s'appelle Wondercraft.
Wondercraft, yes.
Regardez ça.
Watch this. And that is AI that is making all this possible. Actually, it's optimizing it. So some of the images we saw are also French research at the Gustave Roussy Center with partners in Villejuif, in Saclay, big universities around Paris. And one of the companies was created by French people in the US, and I hope they come back to France. And what you see here with Wondercraft and Oscar, and thanks to Oscar for being here. I saw them 2 years ago. They're close to here, actually, based in Rue de Rivoli. The exoskeleton is mechanical, and you have a remote control on the side. So what's the role of AI? Well, it has computing power which assists the skeleton, and because they've put so much data in there, and because their processors are of such good quality, they can recontextualize continuously and improve the capacity of the exoskeleton. It is consistently optimized, and it understands how he's walking, and it also understands the environment that he's in. So What's important to understand is that AI is actually technology which will allow people, using their enormous computing power and their ability to manage huge data sets, that they will be able to train and will be able to optimize mechanics.